All right, here we go. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Last time we got our little Kerbal group out to Duna, landed and returned to orbit, but we were pretty low on DV to be able to get home. So we're going to see what we can do today. So let's dive right in. Let's go to the tracking station and focus over to the heavy lifter ship over at Duna. Radu, welcome back to the channel. Hello there. Okay, so we have 650 meters per second of delta V. And we should, I think we should be just about able to get home with that, but I'm not 100%. So we're gonna take a look and see. Let's head back to the tracking station and let's go to our transfer window. So let's set an alarm for Duna to Kerbin. It's going to be year 15, day 73. Let's add that and warp there. You can see the planets rotating. You can see our satellite array rotating as well, keeping that lovely triangle in place. Michael, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Hey, man, I watched your stream of Sons of the Forest, and it was pretty interesting. Looks like an interesting game. First episode, obviously, a little on the slow side, gathering all those logs, but still, I'm excited to see the finished product. I want to see you get inside that tiny little log cabin, and maybe you can get your. The other thought I had was maybe you can get your little buddy there to work a little bit harder if you feed him. I don't know. He doesn't seem to require food or water, but maybe you can throw him a bone, and see about whether feeding him makes him work more. Also, when you chop that head off, that was a little gnarly, dude. That was a little rough. But overall, great stream. Really excited to see more of that game. Okay, so here's our transfer window back from Duna to Kerbin. Let's switch back to the ship and take a look now. All right, so if we start trying to plot some kind of delta V change to get us back to Kerbin up here, so we kind of want to go against prograde to slow down. So we want to kind of come over maybe around here-ish, and well, no, I guess actually we want to go on the far side, something like this, and let's dump that forward a little bit. Now we could try to wait a couple days to get Ike here into position for a gravity assist, but I just want to see what's possible. So let's say we just dump what do we got, 650? Let's dump 600 DV in here. See what that gets us. If we zoom out a bit. So that is pointing in the wrong direction a little bit. Let's move the maneuver. How do I guess I have to zoom in a little bit more here. There we go. It's not quite right. Let's get it angled a little bit more like that. That's pretty much against the grain. All right, so what does that set us on? Does that set us on an intercept? So not quite. It looks like our closest approach is over here. Let's set his target here. Okay, so that doesn't quite get us where we need to be. Ah, man. What if we start messing around with the location here? So what are we at? We're at 50 seconds. If we start kind of maneuvering around, that's going to push it out. Maneuver down, that's going to push it in. So when the periapsis hits the ascending node, we're kind of there. We're getting close here, but not quite where we need to be. So we do probably need a gravity assist from Mike if we're going to be able to make this happen. We could bump it up. We've got another 50 DV to work with. So if we bump it up, yeah, if we go pretty much full bore at 650, we're still not getting an intercept. Still not getting an encounter. Okay. So that's unfortunate. All right, so let's cancel out of this and see if we can do it with a gravity assist. So let's zoom in a little bit more. And let's see if we can't get a gravity assist, maybe somewhere like this in a couple of days. So let's push out towards where Ike may be. See if we can kind of swing around it and get some additional boost. Let's go a little bit more out around that area. Okay, so there's where it's kind of going to be. Let's start tweaking now a little bit. Let's see. No, welcome back to the channel. I'm actually here now instead of showing up and saying no and leaving. Can't give him anything. Use the head to ward off enemies. Game is brutal. Okay. Can't give... Okay, so we're talking about what I said a minute ago. You can't give your little help or anything, and you use the head to ward off enemies. Can you stick it on a stick? Maybe mark your territory. And we're coming home from Duna. You can move the maneuver. I don't think you can get back to Kerbin on only 650 DV. It took me almost 2K to get back from the moon. You're on a 60 degree with Kerbin coming up behind. From moon to Kerbin, take as little as 840 if you do it right. All right, let's take a look at maybe getting some kind of gravity assist from Ike here. Let's focus in on Ike and let's see if we can kind of use it a little bit to give us a bit of a burn. So let's start tweaking this maneuver a little bit. That's going to pull us inwards. How close can we get here? Now we don't want to go. We don't want to change our elliptic too much here. Maybe we do like a little correction. And where's that gonna put our exit? Can we, if we come in closer, can we get into more acceleration? So let's say we did this and then we put like a correction burn. So there's it up there. We're gonna be too high. All right, so we would have to kind of fix our approach. Let's say I put another one here, and we kind of come down. This may not be the right place to do this. Let's cancel out of this. Let's cancel both of those maneuvers. Let's change our target to be Ike. And then let's see what happens if we fix our DN here. So that's... How far can we get here with... we're a little bit on the low side. If we do something like that, that's 63, okay. And then what? Then we do a subsequent burn or a subsequent maneuver? I don't know. That's using quite a bit of DV. But let's go ahead and throw a maneuver here just to test it out to see what we can get from a gravity assist here. If we scooch forward a little bit, kind of like this, and then swing that around. There we go. That's an assist. And then if we tweak it a little bit, let's focus in. Now we're much more reasonable here. So maneuver 2, we bring that in. Nope, that's too much. A little bit less, it looks like. Get nice and close here. Where does that put us in terms of the system? That's close to an escape on the right angle. That's pretty much it. That's an escape on the right angle. So we get into almost an orbit and then fly off here. So with that in place, then where are we going? How far is that going to take us? So then right after the escape, 10 days. So then right here before we escape, now we add a maneuver and we go prograde with the remainder of our maneuver, our DV. So what are we using for 1 and 2? That should be 0. All right, so we kind of screwed that up, but this is 63 plus 288. So that's 290 plus 60, 300 plus... That's roughly using 350. Okay, so if we go back to maneuver 2 and correct again... Is it like that? Yeah, that's putting us in exactly the right direction. And then for maneuver 3, now we have, I believe, 300 meters per second left on maneuver 3. So let's just throw 300 in there and see what that gets us. Does that get us close enough to get an encounter? No, we're burning too much delta V as it is. Okay, so that's not going to work. Yeah, the correction for the plane is a problem. So let's cancel out of these. Let's come on back and reset Kerbin as our target here. Just released on Steam. Island Survival. He's escaping on only 60 dB. Check out our Discord. You can see all the different things we stream, plus get custom files. Joshua posts some of his ship files there. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I can do this on the limited DV that I have. So, wait, where is the ascending node? Over here. So if we can hit it, if we can try to hit it there, we don't need to worry too much about... Wait, that was close. Where's the editor here? Okay. That's getting us something. Okay, let's come in closer now. Wait, where's the... Which one are we going on? The purple one or the red one? I escape in 3 hours. I escaped in 4 days. Alright, so we need to bring the periapsis. We need to bring this one in. With less delta V. Okay, and where does that send us out to? That does send us on an escape path. I'd like to get as much velocity out of this as I can, so I'd like to be as close as I can. Let's get in a little bit closer here. I think that's about as close as I can get without getting into an orbit. Yeah, see, that gets us into an orbit. We're still on an escape there. That's as close as I can get. And that sends us shooting off. Oh, that's kind of wrong here. Hang on. I need to zoom out to see what I'm working with. What if we change the timing a little bit? Let's change the timing by just a bit here and see what that does to our escape path. Yeah, we can kind of tweak it a little bit. That's sort of the best I can get. And then over here, I add another maneuver with the rest of the DV. I think I've got a problem here. So maneuver 1 is using 280. That leaves us maneuver 2, 370. 370 plus 280 is 650. All right, so if I do that, we're still nowhere near close enough. So it's funny, I'm trying to get the gravity assist, but it just makes it worse, it seems. We're not getting close enough to it at the ascending node, so none of this is going to work. All right. Well, so let me try one more time the naive approach, the simple approach. If I just kind of come around here, let's refocus on... We want to go against the path that it's on. So we want to come over here, add a maneuver, and just go straight prograde. And we can get 650 max. What's going on with my keyboard? There we go. 650. Okay. Oh dear. Something went wrong. That's not right. 650. Okay. If we do that, then we do not intersect Kerbin at all. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. That's starting to look like an intercept. Or close to one. Periapsis of 13 million. Dang. We're just a little bit shy. If we had like another 50 meters per second, we could do it. Land and send a refuel thing. Make a good circular orbit, send a refueling drone. Verify phone number. Too late for that. Good idea to set up a refueling station there anyway for farther ventures. Better setting up a base on Minmus. No needing nearly nothing to take off from, as far as I can tell. Okay, so we're so close, but 650 is just not enough. We would need we could probably do it for 700, I think, or if I could figure out how to set up this gravity assist correctly. Because what if I wait a minute? What if I skip forward a couple days? Hang on, let me bring that back. Let's try this. Let's skip forward a day or two on this maneuver and see if we can get Ike into position. Target at closest approach. Okay. So there, we actually can get a little bit of a boost. Now, what does that do to our approach? Does that make it better or worse right now? I can't tell. I think that made it a little bit worse. I can counter. I think we want to go 1 day forward. Maybe we want to go 1 day back and then bend around it just a little bit. Kind of like that. What does that do? That assists our gravity a little bit. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Now we're crossing over. So maybe that gravity assist is what I needed. Set as target. Okay. Let's tweak this a little bit. Let's start playing around with it. Can we get an encounter? Wait. Target position at closest approach. Closest approach in 305 days? That doesn't seem right. That's now outside the circle. Closest approach. So is it really going to move that far in the time it takes us to get here? Wow. Okay. What if I start adding in more? Not that I have it, but if I add in more, what does that do? That's not working. So if we do this burn, we kind of curve in on here, and then I thought we would meet up somewhere around here, but it seems like by the time we get here, Kerbin will be way ahead of us. I don't know, man. So what if I had way more DV? What if I had 1,000? Then what are we talking about? Closest approach, target position. Huh, okay. Do I have perms in chat or see message history, Joss? The question becomes, will you have enough retro down to Kerbin? If not, then you have a Draculus orbit to try and dock in. Really need to just refuel? No, you're probably right. I probably can't get away with it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here because the... The tutorial on getting to Duna and back seems to imply that you can do it for 500. So I thought maybe there was a way. Hang on, let me actually try pulling it back some. So where's our intersection right now? It's over there. If I pull it back... It moves so much further than I thought it would. Why is this the window then? Hold on. There's really no getting around it, huh? $500 just doesn't seem like enough to get in there. Now we're on the wrong side of it too, so if I come over here, start tinkering again. Get really close like that. What is our periapsis here at Ike? That's really close, but... So if we get a serious gravity assist, like really in close, then what? We need to adjust when the encounter occurs, though. Can we get it? How much can we get it to move? If we go one orbit earlier, yeah. Now we're talking. That's looking a little bit better. Get even closer than that, maybe? Can't quite tell how close we are. What direction is that? That's almost right. Okay, so that's going to curve us right around Ike and give us a big boost. I think it's also going to send us down is the problem. Yeah. Because it's inclined. Okay. So pretty much there's no way I can do this. So we're going to have to send a rescue. Okay, well, rescue it is. So we got to get a ship out to Duna to refuel them. And then if I look at the actual ship itself, how much space do we have on here? We've got, yeah, we have to, it's full up. There's 3 of 3. So we're definitely going to need a drone to come out and fuel these guys up. All right, so let's load back to the stream before we did the first time warp. So no, the Discord is a combined Discord. Currently, Michael and I are the 2 streamers in there. I think he's working on getting a 3rd guy to join. There's a section or an area where you can talk about my KSP stuff, or you can look in the KSP forum and post on my posts if you want. So let's go back to the tracking station. We're going to need a drone, or not the tracking station. We're going to need a drone to fly out there and refuel them. So the good news is the heavy lifter that we built, heavy lifter, this thing did really well. We don't need this anymore. Get rid of that. This thing flew very well. We can get rid of this and the fairing. And then if we had an adapter here, Is there? I think there is an adapter. If I go, we're running a little low on science. Well, not that low. We've still got 5,600. If we go to, let's see, very heavy rocketry, metamaterials, advanced metalworks, actuators, metamaterials, stack adapters. Do I have the whole tree at this point or not? Advanced motors, experimental science, large probes. Automation, drone core, electrics, fuel cell array. We've got almost the whole thing. Where's the large volume? I think that's the one that I want. Heavy rocketry propulsion systems. Large volume containment. The Kerbodyne ADTP. Okay, I think that's the one we want, Kerbodyne. Let's get in here and get the Kerbodyne adapter. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we can put the adapter on there, and then we can put... Actually, I don't know if we need the adapter. Well, we probably do. So we can throw... Now we can throw a service bay on there. Right, like that. That looks good. And we can stick our... what our necessaries in there. So we need a drone core. Let's grab the remote guidance unit. And some batteries. Then let's get some solar panels. Let's get those symmetrized in there. That looks good. Ish. Wait, that's not quite good. Let's get that more like that, I think. It's a little bit awkward where it is. Let's move it up just a skosh. Oh, and I've got too many of them. All right, so I did 4 instead of 2. Remove from solar, remove from symmetry. Get rid of that. Okay, so now we've got 2. No, we've got 3. Remove from symmetry. Delete. All right, so now we've got the 2 solar panels. We've got a couple battery packs. We've got our drone core. We need a really good communication system to get all the way out to Duna. So we need probably this one, the Communotron HG55. And we really only need, I guess, 2 of these. That looks good. What else? We got solar panels. We got the ability to drive. I mean, this isn't the most efficient engine, but it's not super inefficient, right? If I look at the Mammoth, if I look at the engine here, 315 in a vacuum is fine. That's fine. We've got communications. We probably need a couple of RCS thrusters here. Or do we just... No, we'll just let the other ship do the heavy lifting when it comes to RCS. We're not going to worry about that. So, we don't need RCS, and we will need a reaction wheel in here, though. We're definitely going to need a reaction wheel to be able to control this. Because the only thing we have at the moment is that guy. So, for command and control, can we, like, side mount these, or what? Inline stabilizer... Reaction wheel module large. I guess we throw it on here. Like that. That's the best I can do, I sort of think. So with our electricity and our solar panels, we should be able to drive this thing. And what am I missing? Utility, cargo, science. No, not science. Communications we got covered. Electrical. We don't need thermal. This thing's going to cost 140 grand, but it's going to... What can I do? I need a rescue mission. We don't need more aerodynamics. The boosters have that. Coupling, structural, command and control. We don't need RCS. I think that's it. We just need a nose cone. And then we're going to go with this. Okay. I think that's it. Okay. Why is he not undocked everything? Do it. If you make it unmanned and dock, could you just fly the whole thing back? Oh, I need a dock. That's a good point. We definitely need a dock. So let's put a connectotron on. What's it called? Clampotron. Let's put a clampotron there. And then I guess a small stack separator into a nose cone. Or do I just use a fairing here around the... maybe we just use a fairing around the connector, the clampotron. So, back to aerodynamics. Let's grab... Where's the... No, it's not there. It's in payload. Let's grab this. And then we'll put a connectotron, a clampotron there. And we'll build the fairing. I mean, I guess that's kind of aerodynamic. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. Clamshell deploys fine. All right, so we burn with these guys, and then we separate and burn with this, and then once we're in orbit, we can get rid of the fairing and go connect up. All right, so I'm going to launch this. I think we have to wait now. So let's exit here. Josway, those look like Duracell, black and gold. I suggest Energizer for long-lasting recharging abilities. Does the other have a clampotron? Yes, it does. There's so many parts, unlocking too many at once becomes overwhelming. Yeah, I'm kind of almost... I've almost unlocked the whole tree, but I'm trying to avoid unlocking things until I need them so that I don't get overwhelmed. Let's get another Duna window going. So, planetary transfer from Kerbin to Duna. Next one available is in year 16. I guess that's the best we can do. Or we just go now? Oh, we had a world first milestone here. Landed on the surface of Duna, walked on the surface of Duna, planted a flag on Duna. Okay. If we... No, I should just wait for this alarm. Whatever, it's fine. Planetary transfer window. Kerbin to Duna. Okay. Next. Oh, no. All right, here we go. It's going to take a minute. It's a 2-year warp here. So Kerbin's moving faster than Duna. I guess that makes sense. But then for the periapsis that I have, I really want it to be more like there and then come forward and meet me over here. I don't know. It seemed like I should be able to get that to work. Let me just take a quick look here. If we go back to the ship now and we try to meet it there, it was kind of meeting it over there, and the thing had gone all the way around to here. But maybe... I don't know. I want to take another look at this. Where's our orbit here? Over here. Okay, so now maybe this transfer window kind of screwed me up. If I come over here and add a maneuver and we go flying off into the sunset. Let's just put this at 650. And let's move it so that we're kind of going in the right, roughly the right direction. That's sort of right. Where does that take us? So then our periapsis is up here, and our closest encounter, if we kept juicing the, if we kept juicing the DV here. Yeah, it's going to travel so much further than I expect it to. So how far does it travel in the time it takes us to reach our PE if we have something like this? In that, it's going to travel almost something like 2/3 of the way around, right? So we need it to be like here, and then we do this maneuver, and then it goes 2/3 of the way around. So it needs to be like, yeah, somewhere over here for it to work. But still, you could get it for around 700 DV. I'm just shy. All right, let's continue warping, and let's get the refueling ship out there. Poor Radu, Mikey, and Lori. Yeah. And yes, I went to the start of the stream to pull up those names. That's fair. Okay. So we're slowly approaching. We've got another year of warping to do. Another 400, what is it, 426 days in a Kerbin year? Something like that. I mean, I can minimize this. There's not much else I can do. So those guys are just going to have to orbit Duna for 2 years until we can get the probe launched to go rescue them. It will fly out there and give them fuel, and then they'll be able to get home just fine. I do wish... one thing I would love from Kerbal 2 that I've heard about is that there's a higher time warp value. I should probably get a mod for it, right? I should get a mod for, like, what is this, 100,000 time? I should get a mod for million time. I think that's my next plan. After we get these guys home, I think my next stream is gonna be installing a bunch of mods and seeing what that experience is like. Then we'll probably go to Gilly. We'll get an orbit around Eve. We can't land there because it's higher gravity than Kerbin, so you need a lot of DV to get off, and I don't have the skills yet to build a ship that can get there and take off. But we'll go check out Gilly. And we'll get an orbit around Eve and do some science there. There's also Moho, and then there's obviously the whole Joule system. There's Drez is out here. What's this? Elu? Elu's pretty far out. Okay, there we go. We're closing in, and we're good to go. Let's go back to the KSC. And let's launch this drone and see if we can get to Duna and do a refuel. All right, wish me luck, guys. Heavy lifter. Let's launch it. All right, quick save. SAS. Throttle up. Let's go. I am facing the wrong way. Okay. Yo, what is happening right now? I need to use my yaw instead of my pitch controls to get on this 90-degree heading. Pull it down a little bit more here. All right, now we want this around 45. Let's check how we're doing. Pretty well. Pull it down a little bit more. Oh, what happened? I lost something. Did I go too high? I went too hard. Lost the struts. Well, that was messy. Okay, well, I was doing that a little bit wrong, but it looks like we managed to get a decent launch anyway. Yeah, that was fine. I think I tried to pull too many G's and had too much arrow or whatever inside the atmosphere with those boosters, but I think we're gonna make it just fine. Let's face the horizon here and get some orbital speed going. I think we'll also do a little bit of rotation to get back into a normal orientation for the way I prefer to fly. It is a little bit of a slow beast, but that's okay. Now we just got to get ourselves into an orbit. Come on. Just a skosh. A little bit more. A little bit more. All right, let's burn that. Is this going to be enough? If we burn all this, we're going to have if we burn 1600 or whatever to get there, call it 1700, we'll have 1000 left to kind of pump into the other ship. But then the volume here is so huge and that ship is small. It should be okay. We should be able to dump quite a bit of fuel in. More struts. Also had a similar problem when I went to my second stage. The entire thing just imploded. Fixed that by pushing the boosters away with smaller boosters or just sticking them farther away. For some reason, less struts. Gotcha. Okay. So, do I want to just kind of push forward with this? I think I do. I think I'm okay with that. Let's see if we can make this work. Extend solar panel. Extend solar panel. Extend antenna. Extend antenna. Okay. Now, given our arrays given our relays orbiting around Kerbin at its SOI, with these two antennas, we should have more than enough power to get where we're going. And look, we've got mouse ears. That's cool too. Okay, so let's plot a course to Duna. Where are we going? We want to go that way. So, we'll come in here, and right around our apoapsis, I guess, we'll add a maneuver. Kind of burn out that way. Okay, there we go. Now we're on a course to hit Duna. Let's move this around just a skosh. Nope, just a little bit more like that. And then push it up to around 1600, I think. And let's go take a look at what that looks like. Okay, is that getting us close to Duna's orbit here? Oh, that's probably too much. Hold on. Well, let's see. If we set Duna as our target and start messing around with the position here. Let's go to maneuver 1. Wait, hold on. We have an intercept or something close to an intercept up here. Let's start tweaking the values. There we go. There's an encounter. Closest approach. Come on now. Yeah, that gives us... There's the escape, but that gives us an encounter, right? Or does it? I mean, if we're getting an escape, then we have to have an encounter. I just can't quite see it on the map there. There's the encounter. Okay. And then the escape's right after it, or I don't know. Whatever. That gets us our encounter, so we're going to do that burn. 20 seconds and 18 minutes. Let's throttle these down a little bit. Okay, that's too much. There we go. Okay, so for 1630, we can get an encounter. The DV you see now doesn't translate to the smaller vessel. You'll have a crap ton. One of your relays seems a bit unhappy. Oh, yeah, the relay station around... Yeah, there's a science station floating around Minmus. So if we go back to the map view here and focus on... Focus on Kerbin. And zoom in. So these three are my relay satellites, and then you can see that's Minmus right there. And there's a science station floating around it that also has some stuff. Anyway, we are good to go here. Let's face our maneuver node. This high-end probe core is really nice. It has all the stuff that you need. And let's work forward to our maneuver. Hey Radu, welcome back. Yeah, we're gonna get some additional fuel out there. We're gonna try and save everybody. We are gonna have to do a refuel, but it should be doable, I think. Okay, let's jump forward a bit. And let's get ready to burn. Facing our maneuver node, SAS engaged, everything looks good. 3, 2, 1, burn. Engine's really quiet when it's throttled down. You can barely hear it. Crank that up just a notch. So here we see... We're going to change our orbit to match this one. It's pretty big. It gets us our encounter. Zoom in quite a ways to see it. It's interesting, it grows inward first, and then it starts to curve to the right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're getting on track here. We'll just get relatively close with this, and then we'll do a correction burn halfway. And all we really need to do is capture into orbit around Duna, reasonably close to where our ship is. Oh, we've even still got the encounter. Very nice. Okay. Well, I think now... in 2 years, well, that'll be the closest approach. But we're going to have an encounter in 156 days. Okay. Let's warp forward to about somewhere around here. Oh, that's the ComNet. Really interesting. This game would have been awesomer if they gave Kerbals an actual lifespan. Either Kerbal dies from old age because the trip is too long, or require the Kerbal and pay a pension. How does Radu have a Radu in game? I've just named a Kerbal after him, that's all. Okay, so from here, let's take a look at where we're actually... let's add a maneuver, and let's take a look where we're actually coming in here. Coming in a little bit high, so we probably need to do some... bring this down. Like this. Here's our periapsis now. 6 million. It's looking a little bit better. We want this as close to perfect as possible. I think that's pretty good, actually. And then for right now, let's tap prograde just a bit and see what that starts doing. I don't know why this isn't changing. Do we need more? Hold on. Let me see what happens if I throw... Do I want normal, maybe? Or anti-normal? Let me see what happens if I add another maneuver a little further back here. Or I guess we can just put it into this maneuver as well, since we do have the tracking, the maneuver tracking. Right? So we're not even inside Ike's orbit. Let's see. Do we want to come in? Yeah, we want to come in a little bit. And now we can get a feel for... It's actually really close in terms of the normal, anti-normal. Let's keep going. 149. 67. That's close to... Yeah, they're at 55. All right, so this is pretty much exactly what we want here. All right. So let's face our maneuver node. How are we doing for charge? We're fine. The solar panels are just fine. And we want to tune our engine way down for this to get it as accurate as possible. Put it down to 2. How long is that? 13 seconds? All right, 0.5 it is. And let's quick save and warp forward. We've had some... Let's see. You can't name, but you can spawn them with that name. You can't rename. Yeah, we've had some really epic and funny streams over that. Who's on first? Bro, is he sending a rescue, but he don't got enough fuel to even orbit Duna? What's on second? I got enough fuel. I'm going to be fine. We got 1,000 meters per second of DV. Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Okay, so I got to pay attention to this burn now. Are we 33 seconds out? Okay. Go, looks good. Now we are currently way up here, coming down towards where we were going to end up. Use inefficient space engines. Yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to rush it is the problem. Like, this is a throwaway vehicle anyway. Like, it just has to get there and dump a little bit of fuel into the other ship, and then we're going to be fine to go home. Come on now. Get in there. Get in there. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's add a maneuver here, see what it's going to take us to slow down into an orbit. Is that real? 2,500 meters per second? What? That can't be right. Add a maneuver here. Fire retrograde. Am I too close to the planet? Or am I just going too fast? Orbit of 9,000 meters per second? How can it take that much? How can it take that much DV to slow down? You ain't got gas. You're fuel too little. Very inefficient encounter? I don't know. What do you mean inefficient encounter? I spent $16.50 to get here. That's what it says you should spend. That's what the stuff says you should spend. All right, this is no good. You're coming in at 4 kilometers per second. You should be coming in at 1,700. So, all right, hang on. I don't understand. How long should the thing take to get there? Let me show you what I'm working with, okay? Maybe this tutorial is wrong because it sounds like it's wrong. Hang on 1 second. I gotta go find it now. Okay. No capture. Transition. All right. So this is what I'm looking at. And this says things like fly from Kerbin to Duna. This journey should take 70 to 120 days. Right? I don't know if you can see this. Velocity at 3,000 meters per second. As you accelerate, your Kerbal orbital path should move to intersect Duna. As if all goes well, this should be a brief moment. You're captured by Duna's gravity well right around the target velocity. Immediately cut your thrust. Begin your high velocity burn. Wait until you're at 5 o'clock around Kerbin. Get your velocity up to 3,000 meters per second. The journey should take 70 to 120 days. Okay. So I overburned, I guess. I went way too far, way too fast. Let me load up the heavy lifter here. So I can do a better launch here. And then these are boosters. So I could change this to like be some sort of asparagus stage, I guess. You're coming in at more than double, or just add a heat shield. Okay. Let me transition back. Let me try launching this again. And the one other thing I could do is throw another fuel tank on here, I guess. But no, I screwed up the launch the first time, so let me just launch this, and let's put it to the launch pad, and then let me warp forward. Tracking station. Create alarm. Kerbin to Duna. Year 16. Warp next. All right. Use the Poodle engine, maybe? Well, I need enough thrust to... I guess the boosters are handling it. I could switch the engine out. I can double... No, I'm using the weird one that has 4 bits on it. You need about 2K delta V in low Kerbin orbit for transfer plus capture in orbit. Thanks, Larry. Okay. Let me see what a launch with this thing looks like, and whether or not I have enough DV left to do anything useful. Well, what does it take? Like 4,700 vacuum DV to get into orbit? Mammoth is heavy. All right. Yeah, I was using it as the lifter for the so here's the reason the whole thing went sideways. I used this heavy lifter thing to get my lander into orbit, and then I got up into orbit with it, and I just had a bunch of DV, and I was like, oh, I guess I could just go. I should have lifted the mothership as well. Why are we that close to Moho? Oh well, whatever. So I rushed. I rushed, and I got really, I kind of screwed myself. Weighs 15 tons. Check the engine mass. Yeah, okay. Well, let me get to the transfer window here first. Gosh, it takes so long to warp in this game. I'm going to make a save here. And then if we have to, like, make a new ship that works better, we can do that. Ah, it takes forever. Yeah. No, I think next stream I'm gonna have installed a bunch of mods. I'm gonna install a bunch of mods today, and then we'll stream tomorrow with some of the more useful mods. Get the visual enhancements going. We'll get a couple of the better time warp and a few other things. Okay, there we go. Now we're at the right time where we need to be. That's fine. Let's get out of here and make a new save. Duna transfer year 16. Sure, that's fine. So let's recover that, and let's go change this out. So I think I'll just, yeah, I think I'll keep... What do I want to keep here? So this thing has the Mammoth engine on it, but I don't think there's another... I'd have to use another adapter to use a different engine. So this is not too... This is actually not that bad for what it is. If you look at it, it's got 315 in a vacuum. Now, obviously, the Poodle and the Terrier have more. 350. But 315 isn't bad. I don't think. And given the amount of thrust it has, 3,700, it can lift this huge volume of fuel into orbit, right? What I could do, since I kind of didn't have enough DV last time, is add one more tank. Where's the super big one? Is that this? Yeah. I can add one more super big tank here. So if we do that, and then launch that, then I think we're okay. Let me just see what it looks like if I get this to orbit. With parallax, there's really not much difference to KSP2, except that it works, of course. And then actually, let me revert to vehicle assembly, and we need to rotate this whole thing by 1. Like that. I'm pretty sure that's right. All right, let's launch it. Tri-coupler and Wolfhound engines. The Terrier does not have enough thrust. I can't do a tri-coupler because it won't snap to the bottom of this, I don't think. Let me see. I'll try it. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. So if I take the Mammoth off and go to structural and grab the tri-coupler. Oh, it will actually attach. That's interesting. Okay. So I could put those 3 engines on. So the Mammoth... Where's the Mammoth? The Mammoth weighs 15 tons. So we need something less than 5 tons. The Vector is 4. It's 315 in a vacuum, so not much difference. The Poodle is 350 in a vacuum, but only 64 thrust. Skipper, 320. The Swivel and the Reliant aren't going to get the job done. So, like, our options are either using the Poodle, 3 Poodles. I mean, we could try that. We can try that. I think that's connected correctly. It's sort of hard to tell. Yeah, I think that's got the 3 Poodles on it now. All right, let's try this. that up there. 3,500? Is that enough? That's not... It's like 3,400 just to get to orbit, right? Poodle is great. It's great in vacuum and thrust close to mammoth. Y3 still not as efficient as the Poodle. Staging check. We have the Poodle now. I put the Poodle on like you guys asked me to. Okay. Let's see what happens if we launch this. I'm only hearing the engine noises in my right ear, which is weird. We are rocketing upwards very quickly. Need to start pushing it down a little bit. Let's get to that 45 and hold that for a bit. Heating up. I think we let it slow down a little bit until we get a little bit more altitude. Well, half the tank just blew up. Let's revert that. Then you just need another stage. Same actually subs do the work. Only rocket noises in right ear. Same. Okay. Where are the Separatrons? Okay. Let's get some of these going. So we want symmetry here. Which way is that pointing? The other way. Let's get something like that. And we'll get another one on the other side. Where is it? Like that? Okay. Yeah. That looks good. And then all the Separatrons fire at the same time as we engage those engines. So where are they? They move up here with these. Okay. So hopefully that fixes that problem. Let's try that again. This should give us more separation. I think. That's the plan anyway. Start pulling it down. That 45-degree angle. Okay, let's hold it there. Try and get out of the atmosphere as much as we can. Give it just a few more 1,000 feet, and then we'll separate. Wow, how cool is that? That's really cool. That's the first time I use those. Let's go horizontal here. 6,000 meters per second. Look, we're barely increasing speed at all. This is the problem with these poodles. They don't have the same thrust that the mammoth did. They just can't, they don't have enough thrust to get us fast enough. The mammoth could push 3,000 kilonewtons. These things are like 600 apiece. But it's efficient. I guess. Let's see if we can get up to orbital speed here. Yeah, this is slowly falling, so we got to keep burning until this is over 70. We don't really have a choice. I guess if we have 4,000 DV left by the time we hit orbit, that's probably enough to get there, slow down, and meet up with the other ship and dump some fuel into it. That separation was pretty cool. I will give you guys that. That was pretty nice. See, if I zoom way in, now I hear it in my left ear. I wonder if it's something to do with the camera. Whatever, who knows? Alright, we're getting close. I guess, yeah, I guess their efficiency is pretty nice. I was worried it was going to burn through all this DV very quickly, but we should have over 4,000. Physics time warp lets you burn while warping. You forgot heat shield. This thing is never. This is going to one place, dumping its fuel, and then it's destroyed. Remember, I cheated, so I have unlimited funds. I don't need to worry about recovering stuff. I might do another playthrough another time where I try to like play a little bit more seriously. But for now, this is basically a sandbox playthrough at this point. I haven't unlocked everything. We're not really using contracts at all. But all right, now I need to pay attention. Hold on. I actually need to cut the engine here and catch up. Okay. Actually, let's make sure we're on prograde here. Got a little bit of an elliptical orbit going, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay, there we go. In orbit, 5,000 DV left. That's pretty solid. I'll take that. Let's extend the antenna here. Extend this antenna here. Open these doors and extend the solar panels. Okay. All right. I'm going to make a save here. Save game. Promising. There we go. All right. This looks good, right, guys? You could have aero braked with a heat shield, though. Save maybe 1,000 meters per second. I mean, I guess. I could still aero brake, just do a really, really shallow one. But I need to... I need to burn retrograde anyway. The fueler could be left in orbit if any fuel is left. I suppose that's true. Could help further missions. Not me. Yeah, I'm waiting as well. Mike and I are in the same boat. We're like looking at what we've seen in the game. Like, it's pretty and it has terrible performance. It's missing a bunch of features. Like the Kerbin doesn't even have a real atmosphere. You can't get re-entry heating. You know, there's a bunch of things missing. So and the performance is terrible. So I'm gonna wait and see when they start adding, when they get the performance working and they add in all the kind of base game features and start adding new things. That's when I'll pick it up. When it starts having like interstellar and colonies and all that new stuff, that's when I'll pick it up. All right, so let's plot our interstellar or interplanetary burn here. So according to what they said, we want to be going about 3,000 meters per second when we arrive at Duna. So we're gonna spend what, 1,000 meters per second of delta V? That's kind of the goal. I don't know. Let's put a maneuver here and mess around with it. Let's just put 1,000 and see where that gets us. Okay, so that's kind of the wrong direction. Let's start messing around with the time that we do this. Wait, hold on. So there's an encounter-ish. Yeah, that's kind of close. Yeah, okay. So I need to move that a little bit forward. So like here, it's ahead of us because I'm not going fast enough. But if I move the start of the burn forward in time, then we get a pretty close encounter over here. Scale this down a bit. I guess I do something like this. That's 197 days, though. They said you should be able to do it in 170 to 120 days. So maybe like a little bit more delta V. If we go up to like 1100, then we start getting a little bit closer. Closest approach to 150 days. A little bit faster now. Up to 1200 maybe. So it seems like, yeah, it seems like you need about 1600 to get the close approach. To get the fast approach, rather. If I bang this up more to like 1400. And then start messing around with the timing. See here, now I'm getting almost an encounter. There's an encounter, but I'm going 3,400. And the encounter's in 170 days. And they're talking about, on that website, they're talking about 70 to 120 days. When you reach your desired orbit around Kerbin, begin your high-velocity burn. Keep an eye on your map. Wait until you're about 5 o'clock around Kerbin. Get your velocity up to approximately 3,000... Yeah, 3,000 meters per second. Is this planetary alignment wrong? If Kerbin is at 3 o'clock relative to the sun, Duna should be at 1:30. Is that roughly where we are? So here's 3 o'clock, 1:30. And they say get your speed up to about 3,000 meters per second. 3,020. So our current, well, maybe the target, our speed relative to the target is rising. They must be talking orbital here. So this is actually less than, we want less than 1,000. We want, why is our orbital speed increasing? So 950. 960, something like that. That looks like it's not even good enough to get there. Well, hold on. I've got it in the wrong place now. It's 180 days. Could imagine what it'd be like if they released in 2020 as promised. I think I'm gonna go now. Don't blow anything up. All right. Hey, no. Thanks for stopping by. Seems to run fine for me on high quality. Okay, good for you, Radu. That's really great. That's kind of surprising to me, but I guess you have a really beastly rig. I mean, I guess if we can get there for less TV, that's good. This is a year away. Oh, I need to up my orbit here. Where do I get my encounter? What is that? Kerbin encounter? Duna encounter. All right. It's 284 days, but it's only 1,000 meters per second of DV, so maybe that's the one that I want. I don't know. I'm starting to get a little confused. Like the things they say in the tutorial don't work on screen. That tutorial mid-course burns too, so okay. Does it? Fly from Kerbin to Duna. As you accelerate your Kerbal or orbital path, you move to intersect Dunas. If all is well, brief moment. Okay, thrust. I don't know. The journey should take 70 to 120 days. I don't buy that. Like we're at a full year here at 1,000 DV, at getting up to 3,000 DV. So how are they doing it that? How are they doing it that fast? Are they have to be using way more DV than they're saying? How can they get it done in 70 to 120 days on that DV budget? I don't buy it. Something wrong with that tutorial. All right, we're going to do this. We're just going to do this. There's our Duna encounter in 280 days. That tutorial's bad. You're good right now. Okay. Well, that's what we're doing. I wish I guess the SAS is what's causing that weird jitter. It's a straight up 2-minute burn at 100% to get this done. Okay. Let's quick save and let's warp forward. Larry says, time doesn't really matter with time. Where I agree with you. I don't care that it takes 280 days versus 120 or whatever. In terms of my experience playing the game and waiting that time. My problem is I want like, if that's the official tutorial on the wiki, either I'm doing something wrong or the tutorial's wrong. And it seems very unlikely that the tutorial's wrong. So I'm doing something wrong and I don't know what it is. And that's what's bothering me. Anyway, we're just going to do this our way. And we're going to burn here and go to Duna and save those guys. Okay, so we're doing our burn. And we're going to meet up with El Duna over here at the Duna encounter. It's pretty hard to see. I can't really tell at the moment where the encounter's happening, but that's fine. There's not a great way for me to kind of measure this either. I guess our orbit is still way down here. Yeah, it's just growing really slowly because the engines are so underpowered. Larry says, sorry, that's the one. Just in case you don't have it yet, that's really all you need. Just in case you don't have what yet? What's going on here? Are we ending up with a moon encounter? Are we getting a gravity assist somehow? That's weird. Okay. Okay. All right, there's that burn done. Now if we zoom out, we actually still have the encounter on the books. That's really nice. All right, so let's set up a mid-course burn here. And I guess we kind of take a look in on Duna now. Focus that view. Where's our periapsis coming in? We're coming in below. So we probably want to do just a little bit of, go to that maneuver, just a little tiny bit of this should get us a little bit closer where we want to be. We have a problem in that we're slamming into the planet at the moment. Let's try and fix that. That looks okay. Ish. Sure. So we'll do that piece first. That's 2 meters per second of pure normal. If I go back to the ship, how are we for charge? The solar panels are holding up just fine. Our connection, signal strength 100%. This is all looking good. Let me get organized here. And we'll turn the engines way down for this. All 3 of them. That'll give us a 39-second burn. That's going to be good. So 1, 2, and 3. They're all set. Yeah, okay. Quick save and warp ahead. Okay. I don't remember what that alarm was for. Don't be afraid of mid-course corrections. NASA does them too. JWST had 3 mid-course burns. STW equals spin to win. Yeah, spin to win, right? I think we'll avoid doing any kind of aero braking. How are we down to 4,000? Weren't we at 5? Did we? Oh yeah, we used some for the transfer, of course. Okay, 55 seconds to this tiny correction burn here, this first one. Zoom ahead, okay. And here comes the burn. Where is our projected course, though? Well, I don't really see it anymore, but okay. I guess I'll just do this manually. I think we lost our encounter with that, even though it was only 2 meters per second of normal. Let's focus in on... Yeah, wait, did we slow down? What? Why are we no longer... We no longer have a... Wait, what? How did we lose our thing? How did we lose our encounter? What happened there? I don't know what just happened. Let me go back. Spin to win. Radial. Encounter halfway. Hold on. Our encounter's all the way over here. And so I had created a 2 meter per second maneuver right here. So let me warp here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. What just happened? Did you guys see that? This alarm... Curb into Duna. This alarm popped, and everything changed. I lost my encounter. Hold on. What was that about? Let me get rid of whatever this is. Remove from this alarm clock. This thing says I have an encounter here, right? Target position at closest approach. That's in 2 years, but we have an encounter right here. So I'm just going to start time warping ahead. See, something's happening there. It's like I lost the encounter and I don't know why. Something really weird happened there. Maybe you encountered a moon? Maybe. Maybe I had some kind of other encounter, but it didn't really show up. All right, well, we're going to need to do a correction burn here anyway. Because this is kind of halfway. Let me pop this down and get rid of this. And let's just take a look here. So closest approach in 59 days is 4,000. It's going to be ahead of us. So let me make a maneuver like here and start messing around a little bit. Let's go with 5 meters per second of DV. Want to go out further, or do I want to come in more? Oh, man, what's going on with this game? What was that? Closest approach, target position. It's like... I don't understand. How can it just change like that? So now I gotta burn now I gotta burn 2,000 to catch up with it. God damn it. What is that? I had it all set, and then it just blips away. What's going on here? Why is it doing that? Look, there's an encounter right there. 281 days. I really don't get it. I don't get what it's doing. Did you pass the moon too close when exiting Kerbin? Either the moon or Minimus. Sorry, OSP, you're right. Been affected until you leave all influence. Moon keeps spinning. Doing the Kerbin burn in an orbit sooner or later can fix that. Let's call it 80 from now. It's the moon, dude. I mean the 80. Zoom in so you can see the moon. All right. Okay, so I get what you guys are saying, that I'm getting some kind of encounter here, but shouldn't that be calculated into this? All right, so let me go past it then. Let me go past it to here. So here's our encounter with the moon, right? Go past it. It kind of alters our trajectory. I come out to here, and now what? Do I still have my encounter with Duna? I still have my encounter with Duna. It's right there. We're in year 16, day 160. Yeah. So originally, that was factored into the calculations. You can see Duna encounter in 276 days. So right now, there's still an encounter on the books. What else could I be dealing with? Minmus? Minmus is all the way over here. Let's time warp a little bit more. So there's the Kerbin escape. Let's get up to that. Why is it warping me down? I don't know. What is it doing now? Delete and close. So wait a minute. Now my encounter's gone, right? No, it's still there. Okay. Let's get out of Kerbin. Let's escape Kerbin's influence entirely. Okay, so now we're outside of Kerbin's influence. Now we're on our own path. Do we still have the encounter? Yeah, see, we still have the encounter here. In 272 days. So what is happening? Why is it disappearing suddenly? What's happening to me? Periapsis in 1 year, periapsis in 17 days. Okay. Zoom forward. We're on the purple one here. All right, so I'm going to pause it here. Right now, we still have the encounter, right? I don't know what's going on with the game right now, but some of the things I was doing was like causing it to break. F5 now for safety. Further down the line, you slow down and curb and catches back up. No, okay. I'm going to F5 here. I think that's a good call. So we have our encounter. Year 17, day 20. That is, like, coming up pretty close. Focus this view. So we're coming in underneath it again. This is something I wanted to fix. So if I kind of just point normal here. Why do I not have any... Am I out of charge? I have a signal strength to the connector. Let's point normal. Reaction wheel not working, or... Why is it not turning? Orbit. Surface, target, orbit. Okay. It was pointing the right way. All right. So I'm just gonna, let's see, where are our engines at? These are all at 0.5. Right? Yeah, they're all at 0.5. All right. So I'm just going to feather this a little bit and see if we can do this manually. I guess we're coming up from underneath it somehow. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but... I want to be coming in parallel here. Okay, there we go. That looks a little bit better. And then... So we're still on target for an encounter. Now what do I want to do? I want to be coming in on the other side here. So, let me quick save this again. Now, if I created a maneuver, I'm trying to understand whether I want the radial in or the radial out here. Where's our actual line where we're coming in? So we're coming in from here. Is that right? No, we're going to be coming in this way. Yeah, that way. So we're coming in from there. And so we're coming around the right side. We're coming around the clockwise side. So we just want a little bit of radial out here. Game is doing a lot of pretty difficult calculations. There are many variables. You pass the moon 100 meters closer. It's different. The target is set. Also, please check to be going with the orbit of the lander, not retrograde relative to it. Yeah. Try to avoid the moon to be more precise. May need more thrust on the engines. Make sure same orbit directions. This encounter is way better. Seems to be going a bit about the most efficient encounter. Nice. You may not need aero brake. There's plenty of fuel. Seems to be all great. Okay. So we're coming around the correct side of the planet, but we're going to crash into it because we're too close. So I think I want a little bit of retrograde here now. Let's see what a little bit of retrograde does. Nope. Apparently that's exactly the wrong thing. I need a little bit of prograde. Either prograde or maybe radial out. Okay. That gets us a periapsis of 44. We want to be above the atmosphere, so let's put a little bit more in. Okay, 51 versus 54. And then at... let's go a little bit further here. Okay, 60 is good. And then here, at the periapsis, now we need to burn retrograde. Right? Wait, what? Which way am I coming in here? Oh, damn it, I did the wrong thing again. Now I'm coming in on the wrong side. Ah, so annoying. Where is... zoom out, please. Where's Duna? Okay. Focus view. There's the escape. So we need to be going this way, and it's coming around the other way. All right, so I actually do need retrograde here. I need to push it all the way through the planet and come around like this. Make your maneuver to find out without trying. Set the lander as target, please. Not yet, Radu. We got to get into an orbit first. Okay. 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. There we go. 56. Okay. So now we're on target to actually be going the right way around. Now we add the maneuver to go retrograde, and we have to get into an orbit. And we can do it for 350 DV. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Now we're actually starting to look like we're on target to do a real rescue mission here. Gosh darn, that was nuts. Let's tweak this a little bit, see if we can fix this while we're still further out and it's cheaper. I'm just going to focus on getting into this orbit capture first, and then we'll worry about rendezvousing and transferring fuel. Okay. So I want to see if a little bit of normal here pushes this down or up. Oh, damn it. I screwed... Ah! I deleted it. Why am I so bad at this game all of a sudden? Okay. That's fine. I'm facing normal. Let me just burn this. Whatever. I guess that's the best I can do right now. Update. Ah, okay, so it doesn't update until it doesn't really update the way I would expect it to, but when I came in and fixed it, that's what I was actually trying to do. I wanted to get this orbit much more on the plane. Okay, so that's good. Let's bring this in a little bit more. Inside of Ike, so we don't have to deal with him. And then once we're inside, we can... Yeah, there's a bunch of Ike problems. So let's say something like 450. And then once we have these two orbits, we can figure out... Actually, let me bring it in just a little bit more. So that the orbital period's like 2/3 or something. There we go. That's not bad. So this we should be able to figure out how to get a rendezvous with the ship and transfer some fuel. All right. Okay. Gosh, that was painful, guys. That was really challenging. I don't know why. Something about the game and updating the conics and fixing all the predictions, it kind of messed me up. You're doing great. Nobody died. Patience space is complicated. It took NASA 10 years to get to the moon. There's a setting for the patch conics level or something like that. Then it can look further ahead. It's not that I don't have enough conics. I think I've got it at 4. It's that they're not updating the way I expect them to. I'm having to do things to make them update, like, that I'm not... I wouldn't expect to have to do. I sort of think every time I make a change to a plan, they'll all update, but they're not doing that the way I want them to. Okay, let me quick save here. We'll jump forward 96 days to this. Our little ship is like whirling around Duna really fast here. Okay. And where are we? We're coming in hot. 1 minute out. Facing our maneuver node, which should be pretty close to retrograde, but I guess not exactly. Whatever, it's fine. We'll stick with the maneuver we have planned. Let's zoom in. So, we're not going that fast either. Burn time 2 hours. Oh, all right. I was like, what's going on there? I forgot to fix this. Burn time of 2 hours. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, let's zoom in again. All right, that's more like it. So right as we reach our periapsis, we're going to do our retrograde burn, or possibly a little after periapsis, whatever, that's fine. 49 seconds out. Okay, here comes the burn in 12. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. You can curl in now, please. Big old fuel tank with a drone on top. Okay, we're coming in. There's capture. Hold on. Okay, all right. Looking good. Get ready to slow it down just a bit. Although I guess this part doesn't really matter if it's precise or not. Okay, there we go. All right, so we've actually arrived with 3,500 meters per second of DV to spare. Given the comparative sizes of these things, that's going to be more than enough to fill this guy's tank, rendezvous and fill this guy's tanks up, and then they can go home. So, let's go ahead and set the target. And let's see what we're working with here. So, intersect 1 in an hour. Target position at intersect 1. I guess we should fix our, we should go to our DN here and fix our inclination. Might as well. Where are we? That's heavy lifter, and that's the heavy lifter ship. All right. So actually, we can fix our ascending node now, perhaps, by burning a little bit anti-normal. Just kind of... Let's pin the AN and the DN. And let's put a little teeny tiny bit of a burn in here and see what it does. Okay. Fix this up a bit. All right, that's closer. Let's warp out to here and fix it the last little bit. So we'll face normal, Warp to the descending node. Wait for it to face normal. There's a video out there of a NASA astronaut playing KSP. He said NASA's got to have this great lesson in orbital mechanics and very accurate. Yeah, interesting. I had heard that that some NASA folks did like the game. I know that the developers have some sort of relationship with them to some degree. I can't throttle. Oh, I'm not connected over here. Planet's in the way. I can't control the probe. So we got to come over to the ascending node. Oh, that's interesting. I actually... Wait, nope. Hold on. We got our connection back. Damn it. Happened at exactly the wrong time. I wanted to be normal here. See, we're moving away from the DN now. How strong is the signal? 62%. Impressive. Impressive. Come on. It's a slow-moving beast. The one reaction wheel we have is really kind of not great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's good enough. That is good enough. Let's go back to facing prograde and retrograde. And let's see if we can get... Now, we need to do a couple orbits here, because we need this thing to swing around and catch up. So, first intersection, the target will be there. Second intersection, the target will be there. We need to just do a couple of orbits here. Actually, let me quick save, because we made that change. And let's start doing... Yeah, let's start doing some orbits here. Until we get kind of closer to each other. I'm just kind of trying to figure... I'm just kind of going by eye here. Seems like every 2 orbits, we get a little bit closer. There we go. Okay. This intersection I can work with. This one right here. So, 15.7 kilometers per second I can work with. Because, okay, so, intersect 1, target position is going to be behind us. Intersect 2, target position is going to be behind us. All right, so we're moving faster, right, than the target ship? It's going to be behind us. So we're going to want to burn retrograde here, I guess. Actually, what happens if we put a little retro burn, like, right here? No, I can work with this. I just need to make sure I understand the mechanics. So we're going to be here, and it'll be behind us. And then for the second one, we're going to be here. It'll be further behind us because we're moving faster than it. So really, right around this intersect point, we want to start burning retrograde. To slow down and let it catch up with us. So I'm going to come over here. Okay, and now we're going to do some retrograde burning. Switch to target. Okay, so we're moving 172 meters per second faster than the target. And we just want to slow down until our orbit is close to circular. A little bit inside it. Okay. Now we're kind of moving at 1.4 meters per second faster than each other. So now what I can do is I can use the nav ball. And we're still ahead of it. We want it to catch up. So we want to push retrograde onto anti-target. Let's see if we can find that. I'm going to swap directions here. So we're 15 kilometers away-ish. And we want to push retrograde onto anti-target here. So let's go to stability assist. We're kind of close to it anyway. We are just going to push retrograde a little bit. Come on. A little bit like this. That's pretty good. No, not really. I want it to be more up. More up here. There we go. Okay. So I'm mainly using the nav ball for this. Okay. Just keep pushing. We're moving further and further away from it, so that's not good. Let's keep just doing little burns to push it onto the target. Okay, so now we're close. Now we're getting closer to it, right? Because we're now moving, I think, slower than it is. Yeah, we're the blue orbit, so I think it's catching up to us. Hang on, let me double check that. Distance is falling. Yeah, distance is falling. So now we drift for a while and it catches up. Where's our next intersection? Over here. 65 kilometers. Okay, so it is catching up to us at 10 meters per second. So the next thing we're going to want to do, once that stops falling and starts climbing again, is we're going to want to pull prograde onto the target. So I'm going to watch this number here as it catches up to us. And then we're going to pull prograde onto the target. Once it evens out. So something like this. Hold on. Just orbit until it's on the correct side. You're doing this the hard way. No, we're pretty close. We're already within 19 kilometers. So a little tiny bit of DV will get us there. So it's still falling. I'm going to speed this up a bit. $16. Okay, it's climbing again. So now we need to, burn towards the target. And here, there's an intersect. Let's see, distance is falling. What's the target position here? 18.7. Where's the pink intersect? I'm gonna make that docking video tonight. Copper, we are lined up. This is falling. We're approaching at 43 meters per second. Where's that? 49 kilometers. 18.7. Like, we're already closer than that, so why mess with something that's working? Getting closer. Down to 16 kilometers. Let me speed this up a bit. 16.3. Okay, it just kind of died a little bit. It slowed down, so I'm going to burn towards the target. It's falling again. Next separation is 9 kilometers up here. And 30 up there. We are the blue line, right? Yeah, okay. Let's go forward a little bit. Up to the 9 kilometers. And then we burn a little bit more, I think. Burn a little bit more towards the target here. Well, it's still dropping. Hold on. 8-7. 8-6, 8-5, 8-4. 7-9, 7-8. Okay, it's climbing again. No, it's not. Still dropping. 7-4. 7-3. 7-2. 7-1. 7,000 meters. Still dropping. Okay, now we hit the 0 point. That was where it kind of died. All right, so now I'm going to burn towards it a little bit more. Okay. It's dropping. It's dropping. Now I think we need to get ready to burn anti-target. I don't know where retrograde and prograde are right now. Come on, Jossaway. Thanks, man. Doing an approach without maneuver nodes might be pretty expensive. Maybe. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. This is how I've gotten it to work in the past, though. So we want to push retrograde onto anti-target. And I can't control it right now because we don't have... Dang it. Oh, that makes it harder. We're within almost 5 kilometers here. As soon as I get a connection back, I can do something about it. And now it's climbing. Ah, I should have put a relay around Duna. Come on, Comnet. I can't do anything. Oh my god. I can switch to the other ship. I could do that. It's getting away from us because... There we go. All right, so now I need to... What? I gotta push this thing away. Dang it. Okay. I should be able to do this now. I think Michael's been proven right. I've used quite a lot of DV to try to get this to happen. And I'm a little frustrated that it's taking so much. But we should get there in the end. Come on, hold it together. Hold it together. We should kind of see it now. We're close enough, I think, that we should see it. Let's see, where are we? 3,000 meters away and closing? Should be sort of visible somewhere. I gotta use the map view, I guess. 2,000 meters and closing? A 1,000 meters away? 1,600? Should be visible somewhere ahead of us. Maybe it's masked by the planet? Oh, damn it. How are we getting away from it now? Did we flew past it somehow? Oh my god, I'm so frustrated, you guys. Why is this so... Like, I've done this before and it worked. And now it's just like, it's not working for me now. Is it behind us now? I think it's behind us. Oh my god. God damn it. Where is the target? Not visible until 2,500 meters away. Break it all down. You got to be under 1K. Your path is crisscrossing and not correct. Match your parry and Apo to its parry and Apo, then tiny burns, multi-intersecting. Okay, well we have two intersections here. All right, I guess I'll come down here and just make it match. Or I'll come up here and make it match. So that's basically close to it. Let's just do that. All right. So now they're close. Slightly different, right? Our blue orbit is a little bit bigger. Let's save that. And I guess we'll just kind of like... We can loop around until they meet up. Separation 28. Separation 30. So I need to slow down. I'm ahead of it. So I actually need to slow down some. Just a little bit, right? A small maneuver at Apo. Right-click the closest approach, and then tweak the maneuver until you're within 1 kilometer. Okay. 27. 35. Let me come up here, add maneuver. Well, that's not it. So I've got 2 intersection points, right? With this, there's like one like here and one over there. So I guess we just kind of like loop through some orbits until they get closer to each other, although I think they're going to get farther apart first. Let me do a quick save here and just see what this looks like. Cannot warp faster than 10x, of course. Of course. Of course that's what it says. All right, let me come over here to intersection 2. And let's see if we can get intersection 1 here to work. 45. 43, 39. I can get it down to... Let's see, that's... Getting it down to 2.1, 1.3. Okay, hold on. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, I can get it down to 0.3 kilometers. That's the best I can do. But that's way better. Okay. Start burn in 40 minutes. Burn time 2 seconds. Let's turn all this down. Nine minutes, 37 seconds. All right, I made a mistake. Maybe 10? 10 on all three? $28-second burn. Sure, that works. Let's just get there. Man, this is killing me today, you guys. I can't... I don't know. Maybe I don't have the patience for this game right now. Retrograde. Let's go. The orbits are not much different. Skip a couple of orbits with the maneuver. They can walk the rest of the way. When you fly to 0.3 and extract, use retro prograde to match target speed to 0. Yeah, I've done that part before. It's getting in close that I was having trouble with here. And of course, you can't... Like, the rules on time travel, I wish you could relax those. Like, is this an engine limitation, or is this like a... We don't want to let the player kill themselves limitation? Because not being able to go faster than this is killing me. 20 minutes. Time warp 1. Okay, hold on. There's a trick to get around this. We're 19 minutes out. Quick save. Go to tracking station. What do you mean cannot be saved? Save game. Quick save, number 1. Save. Tracking station. Leave anyway. Warp ahead. 17 minutes and 30 seconds. Great. Heavy lifter. Fly. Time warp limitation is horrendous in KSP 2. Why are we still 22 minutes away from our burn? What? Maneuver, T-minus. That looks good. Okay. Good lord, man. This game's giving me a conniption today. I will get this done, though. I will absolutely get this done. Okay, 1 minute away. Let's just face our maneuver. Get ready to go here. 62% strength signal. Are we going to be on the dark side when... Yeah, we might. That might be a problem. We might have to switch to the other ship to do the final approach. But that's fine. I can make that work. Okay, 1 minute out. Oh, the engines are wrong. 10, 10, and 10. Okay, here we go. Just in time. So this burn will get us nice and close, and then we just slow down so we're not moving relative to it. And then we do our approach. Okay. 0.3 kilometers. All right, let's go. Let's get there. Come on. Approaching the target. What happened to our approach there? It's like it disappeared. This game, you're killing me, game. You're killing me. T-minus 2 minutes. All right. Let's get in here. We're 0.3 kilometers away. Let's face anti-target because we're catching up to it, right? Or are we slowing down to it? Are we ahead of it or? We're like, I'm trying to chase it now. It's passing by us wherever it is. Do I want to go this way? Nope, that's moving us further away. Burn towards the target. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hurry it up. I'm going to slow down this separation before it gets out of hand. It would help if I had some idea where it was. I can't seem to get more than that. 4.7. Now I don't know where it is. It's behind us? No, it's ahead of us. So now we need to burn somehow to catch up to it. But we're getting closer to it at 4 meters per second. It's 3,000 meters away and falling. Okay, all right. I can work with that. I can work with that. We're getting closer to it. Where's the next intersection? All the way over here? We're getting closer to it, so if I burn towards it a little bit more, we're facing target. Let me burn just a little bit more here. There we go. Let's pull Prograin onto it. Okay. And of course, now I've completely lost control of the probe right now when we're approaching the damn thing. God damn it! I'm really frustrated right now, guys. I don't know if I can keep playing right now. This is killing me. Nothing's working. Everything is getting in my way. Everything is doing everything it can to stop me from succeeding in this stupid mission. It's driving me insane. And I can't even see it on the map. Like, give me a marker. Give me a marker on this thing. Come on. Like, I don't need to actually physically see it, but, like, mark it on the HUD. Don't you think that's not asking too much? Like a little green reticle that says, here, this is 5 kilometers away, but you know where it is. I have no control. I can't do anything. Go sailing past it. I can't do anything until I get control back anyway. Now we're getting further away. You know what I should do? I should switch to the other ship. Ah, killing me, guys. It's killing me. All right. Let's burn towards... These guys don't have great control. They can't see they can't see target. An anti-target. Okay. We wanna... Where's our prograde marker right now? It's over there. Yeah, let's pull it over here. Okay, we're closing in on 11. I can't really see it, but it's out there somewhere. Yeah, we're closing in on it now. 2,200 meters. Can't see anything. Closing in on 11.3 meters per second. I'll just give it some time here. Under 2,000 meters. Still can't really see it. 1,600 meters, 1,500 meters, 14, 13, 12, 11. Okay, we're under 1,000 meters now. It should really be visible to us somehow. I don't understand why it's not. I guess it's obscured by the planet. 800 meters away. Like, I can't even see how far it is on this screen. Like, wouldn't it be useful if there was some sort of indicator on here of how far away you are from your target? Or are you just supposed to do everything in the map view? It's like 600 meters away. I need to slow down, I guess. Even though I can't see this thing. That should be pointed right towards it. It's like right there-ish, I guess. On the other side of it's over here somewhere. How far away are we? 350 meters and I still can't see the damn thing. I just can't. Game is killing me today, guys. Everything's going wrong. Bring the relative velocity and then... No, I know what I'm doing. I just can't believe that it's not showing up on the friggin'... There it is. All right, there it is. Finally. Why can't there... I swear to God, in the past, there has been like a little green marker that shows what your target is, even when it's far away. I don't know why it's not there this time. But that's the fueler ship. All right, we're approaching. Let's get a little bit closer. All right, we're within 70 meters now. There it is. Okay, let's just face. Let's get this way. Okay. All right, there's 0 meters per second. If we swap over, let me quick save here. We're now within range to hit the docking port. Let me get that done. So let me turn it around. And let's get docking mode on. Switch to rotation mode. Let's enable RCS. And let's just get this done. Oh. Come on. Now we're off to the left, or the right, rather. That should be a good dock. Really? Clampotron. Clampotron. Yeah, okay. That seemed pretty good to me. We bumped it. Maybe we're just going too fast. Okay, jeez Louise, you guys. Oh my god. 2.5 hours to get there and just endless problems. Oh my god. What a nightmare. But we did it. So now, if we look at the probe here, we can completely fill its tank. No problem. All right, there we go. And that's all it really needs. So now we can undock. Undock. There we go. Heavy lift your ship. So now we have 2,200 meters per second of DV. Our one tank is completely full. We can go home. We can leave this thing in orbit forever. And that's it. So I'm not going to stream going home, you guys. I need to take a break from this game, but oh man, that was parts of that were unpleasant. I'm glad it's done and we can get them home, but man, before I send another probe out here, I got to get a relay set up. So we got to do that for any planet that we're going to. We got to have a communications relay set up because losing control of a probe on the dark side of the planet is just awful. It's the worst. And clearly, I need Mikey to make this video for me because I did not understand how to get close enough to do the last part. The last part I've done a couple times, like the docking and whatever. That was fairly straightforward. But man, getting the intersect under 5 kilometers, that was tough. Anyway, thank you guys for being here, for sticking with me through this unpleasant and challenging mission, and my kind of frustration and whatever. Thanks for putting up with it, and I'm stopping here. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.